From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina. Today is Monday. It's the 19th of the month of September 2016, and this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Pat Garner.
Pat, where are we?
We are at the Peggy M. Seegars Senior Center.
We are, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
That's why this is so nice in here. This is a beautiful facility. It's been here 4 years, I understand, because I found out it's been here 4 years. And we'll ask Rob a little later on, because one of our interviews today is a new activities program activities person here. I don't know what he does. We'll find out in a few minutes. We've got a brand new guy here, and we'll find out who he is and who his daddy is, okay? In just a little while here at the Senior Center. That's coming up. Got a great show planned for you. Happy New Week, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great weekend. Now, this is Constitution Week. Constitution Day was last Saturday. It's always on September 17th. That's the date that the Constitution was signed in 1787, right?
That's correct.
That's correct. That's exactly right. So, a couple of things for you here, and I mentioned that for a reason, because it has something to do with our trivia question today. In fact, I'll try to have a trivia question related to the Constitution every day this week. Okay? Wayne County Stand Down is coming up on October 6th, and that is serving needs of veterans. Now, to attend this, if you're a veteran, you need to bring your VA ID or your DD-214. And this was going to be held October 6th at Herman Park Center in the auditorium there, offering employment services, medical screenings, housing referrals, VA benefits, food, toiletries, barber services, clothing, and legal services as well. If you have any questions about this, it's sponsored by a whole bunch of nice people. If you have any questions about it, the number is 919-731-7950. Talk to Zachary Branch or Gabriela Gonzalez. Serving veterans in need. This is Wayne County Stand Down. Also serving Lenore and Wilson counties as well at the Herman Park Center in the auditorium there on October 6th from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. Okay? The state of North Carolina is again with their Operation Clean Sweep. And that in fact began over the weekend, continuing now through October 1st. Now here in Wayne County, Operation Clean Sweep will be held on October 1st, and everybody who wants to join in on this is asked to gather at close to the new state park. Now they'll furnish the bags and the sticks and the gloves and all that. If you have any questions about Operation Clean Sweep here in Wayne County, cleaning up trash from our waterways, call Barbara Byers at 919-731-1527 at the Cooperative Extension Service, okay? All right, tell us about that right there, if you would, please.
The Really Chilly Challenge will be held on October the 22nd, which is a Saturday, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. It will be at the John Street parking lot behind the Flying Shamrock. There's $5 for the chili taste fee. Children and under are free. And if you would like to join the cooking team, it is a $75 entry fee.
There you go. That's October 22nd.
Yes.
Okay, coming up today, and I want to mention this as well, we've got our weekly Pet of the Week with a couple of, in fact, we have a couple of dogs and a kitty cat in there that need a home. So we're going to hear about that in just a minute. But I got to tell you also that there are 15 available cats ready for adoption. They're already spayed, and they're ready to go to a loving new home. Now, the veterinary school at NCSU, North Carolina State University, has done their surgeries in the hopes that they'll get adopted quickly. Statistically, fewer cats get adopted than dogs nationwide. Now, there's a handful, there's 15 of them, that need to be adopted. And if these are the cats that came from NCSU Veterinary School, there's a really good price on adoption for these cats. It's half price, $25 plus a $10 fee for the rabies vaccine. So for only $35, you can have a new member of your family. You have a kitty cat there in the house, and there's 15 of them ready for adoption. That includes a $25 adoption fee, which is normally $50, and then the $10 vaccination fee for rabies. And there's some nice ones out there, and you're going to see one of those in just a few minutes. All right? And the dogs, we've got a couple of dogs, too, that would just tear your heart out. Okay, what else is coming up here?
Don't forget the Veterans Appreciation Day.
That's
it's
right.
September the 28th.
That's right
From
here.
11 a.m. to 2 p.m. At the Veterans Service Office at 2001D East Ash Street.
Which is right next door to where we are right now.
That's right.
Right next door to the Senior Center here in Goldsboro. Now, if you do attend, you need to bring your military ID, military verification, and with that, you get a free hot dog and a free drink and some chips. If you want more information, you can go to veterans.patriots@nc.rr.com. That's veterans.patriots@nc.rr.com. And they're one of the sponsors, and that's the Veterans and Patriots Coalition, which is one of my favorite organizations. That's a bunch of great people there. Bill Graham and all those guys, and Vic Miller. Good people. All right. Tell us about the Shrine Dinner. Lunch, dinner, fish, thing.
The Wayne County Shrine Club Fish Fry will be held September the 30th. Lunch will be at from 11 to 2. Dinner will be 4 to 7.
Mm-hmm.
It will be held at Goldsboro at the Herman Park Center. Drive-through takeouts. Or you can go to Mount Olive at Highway 55 next to Robert's Machine Shop.
That's exactly right. Each plate is only $8, and for every penny you give over that $8, let's say you wanted to give $9 or even $10, that extra $2 will all go to the Shriners Children's Hospital. That's what this benefits. This particular fish fry benefits the Shriners Children's Hospitals. There's 22 across the nation doing some wonderful work, and a lot of children from right here in Wayne County have been helped at these Shriners Children's Hospitals. So again, the date is September 30th, the last day of this month. It starts at 11, goes till 2 for lunch at Herman Park Center. You can eat in, or you can drive through Herman Park, or you can drive through just next to Robert's Machine Shop in Mount Olive. All right? We're going to go to our first interview here on Wayne Goldsboro Television. We'll be right back. Now we're talking with Rob Phillips. And Rob, what do you do here at the Senior Center?
I'm the Senior Center Program Manager.
And what does that mean? What do you do?
So that means I'm involved in all the activities. I help manage activities and looking to bring some new ones here.
That's great. Give me an example of some of the activities that you're programming here.
Well, today we've got the hot dog social at 5 o'clock.
Great.
So it's open for all of our seniors, free hot dogs. We're going to have chips and drink, and we'll be socializing.
And what time does it start?
5 o'clock.
All right, and for those who do not know where the Senior Center is, and you should, if you're 60 years and older, is that right?
Yes, sir. 60 years and older,
Okay.
and you're a resident of Wayne County.
2001 East Ash Street in the former Sportsman's World complex thing here, but it's been here long enough. Paula, how long has this been here now? 4 years, and I cannot believe it's been 4 years since it's been open. But that's great. Now, how long have you been here?
This is my 4th week.
4 weeks. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So you say you're going to be planning some new activities here, Rob. Give me an idea of perhaps some of the new activities you have in mind.
We have already started the walking group, so that's at 8:30 on Wednesday mornings.
Okay.
And anyone who wants to come and meet up, we meet out at the track, and we walk and socialize as we walk, get some good exercise.
Now, the track is on the east side of the building here. That's a nice paved track. Do you have any idea how long that track is?
5 laps is a mile.
Okay, so it's a fifth of a mile. 5
Yes,
laps
sir.
is 1 mile. That's
So-
great. And there's a little bit of an incline there. To give you
Yeah, got a little incline, so it's going to work a lot of different muscles in the legs.
Right.
We've got some shade, so it's not so hot. And we're doing it 8:30 in the morning right now, so it's still cool outside. And as the weather changes, we may move the times around a little
Okay.
bit.
Where's your home, Rob? Where are you from?
Goldsboro.
You're from Goldsboro?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, went to Charles B. Aycock High School.
Okay.
So I've lived in Goldsboro. My dad's a pastor downtown, and Mom works in the hospital as well as my wife. She's at Wayne Memorial Hospital.
Phillips
Phillips.
Who's your daddy?
Glenn Phillips.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yep.
Okay, happen to know that gentleman.
Yes,
and he is
sir.
a gentleman. Yeah, I love your dad, but don't tell him I said that, okay?
I won't.
All right, because
His head might get a little big.
Yeah, I'm telling you, what a
Yeah.
guy. All right.
So-
No, that's great. Well, it's nice to meet you.
Thank you.
All
Nice
right,
to meet
real
you
nice
as well.
Meet you too, Rob. Rob Phillips is the, what are you?
Senior Center Program
That's
Manager.
what I was going to say. He is that here at the Senior Center on East Ash Street in Goldsboro. We're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. And coming up on September the 24th, something for youngsters. It's a catfishing tournament. Now, here's the funny thing about this. They're going to have it at Goldsboro Municipal Golf Course. How are they going to do that? It's catfish out there. I didn't realize that. So, it's called the Big Cat Kids Catfishing Tournament, September 24th. That's a Saturday. Starts at 9 a.m., goes until 11. It's for ages 5 to 15. And you can register at a couple of places. Register at the Easy Bait and Tackle on 117 South. Go by and see Gary. Or you can register at Goldsboro Parks and Rec. And that number, if you have any questions, is 919-739-7480. GoldsboroParksandRec.com. Right, okay. What is that right there?
The Wayne County Chamber of Commerce is holding a NC-DOT 70 bypass highway signage meeting.
A signage meeting. I guess that means signs.
Yeah, it will be Monday, September the 26th at 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. at the Goldsboro Event Center.
They were going to have it at 9 p.m.,
Yeah.
but nobody would show up. And, this is 9:30 a.m.
8:30 a.m.
That's what I meant to say,
to
9:30
9:30 a.m.
Thank you. Okay, there's a big election coming up. You may have heard about it. Anyway, November 8th, and there's several ways you can vote. A, you can stand in line for hours on November 8th and vote for whom you please. Make sure you know for whom you're voting, though. You got to do your research, like I've mentioned many times. B, you can fill out an absentee ballot and absentee it right on into the Board of Elections office. Or C, you can vote by mail. And every single ballot the Board of Elections receives is counted. All ballots are counted. Now, and if it's a mail ballot or if it's an absentee ballot, everything is verified. They make sure everything is right on it. Now, if there's a race that's running that you don't know who's in this particular competitive race, who the competitors are, you just don't have to vote for that particular race. You know for whom you wish to vote for the person that you have done research on, and you know the person that best fits what your needs are. All right, anyway, coming up, you can early vote. That's another way. That's the fourth way. You can vote early, beginning October 20th at the Board of Elections office on South William Street. You can vote every day, every single day. You can't vote every day, but I mean you could pick a day and vote any day between October 20th and November 5th. October 20th and November 5th at the Board of Elections office. On October 27th, 5 other locations open up. 5 other locations. You can vote at the Goldsboro Worship Center, Little River Shopping Center, New Hope Friends Church, Mount Olive Train Depot, and the Fremont Town Hall. Those are all places that you can vote early up until November 5th. Now, hours of operation will vary, so make sure that if you're going to vote early at any of these locations that you know what the hours are. Most of the hours are regular business hours, but you can also vote on a Saturday or on a Sunday. Okay, but you can go to waynegov.com, click on the Board of Elections webpage, and get those hours and locations. And there's another website available.
WayneVotes.com.
WayneVotes.com. You don't have to put that pause in there, do you?
No.
Okay, don't. So it's WayneVotes.com. Good. I just had it here. What did I do with it?
What's so special about today,
Yeah, what is
Wayne?
special about today? Today is the 19th of the month of September. Okay, a couple of things. Only 2 today. Okay, and none of them are on this page. They're not here. They're not on this page. Okay, I do know this. This is what I do know. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, what's special about today? I do know this. What's special about today is that today...
can't do it.
Come on.
Oh, gosh.
Stay right there. Okay, what is it? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's find out about what is special about today. And one reason that we're here at the Senior Center on East Ash Street in Goldsboro is today is Respect the Aged Day. Respect the Aged Day. And I'm sorry to say that seems to be, people are just forgetting how to do that. You have to show respect for the aged. You do. You have to. Because they'll put you in your place real quick. Okay. All right, here's today's trivia question. This is Constitution Week, right? All right, September 17th, 1787. They all gathered around, they signed the Constitution, and it was ratified on that date. It was ratified on the 17th of September, 1787. Who was the very first person to put their name on the Constitution? Now, I believe it was Hancock who first signed the Declaration, but who signed the first person to sign the Constitution in 1787?
Any hints?
No. No hints? Well, okay. No hints. All right, that's the trivia question for today, and we'll find out in our next segment the answer to that trivia question. We'll be right back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. At the Wayne County Animal Adoption and Education Center at 1600 Clingman Street, we're here with Autumn and Summer. Right. Hey, Summer. Hey, Autumn. And with Gail Durham and Krista Sutton. Ladies, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing just fine. The Wayne County Animal Advocates here with us today to help these fine folks find a home, a permanent home. Now, why do we have two of them here? Are we trying to find a home for the two of them?
They came in together.
Came in together.
They're both bonded. They're a bonded pair, and we would love to see them adopted together. Mm-hmm. But if they can get a home, then we'll separate them.
So, what would be the ideal home for the two of them together? Ideal.
I think they would love to have a home. I think they would love children, but I mean they don't have to. But this Summer's pretty active. She has got some energy to her because she's just about 10 months old.
Right.
And she's about a year, so they still have a long lifespan, and would have some energy.
Come over here. Let's look. There you go.
Yeah,
there
she's
you
with
go.
her friend.
That's right.
But they would be great, especially the fall months coming. They're great walking. That's a great walking pair. They do really well on a leash.
So if you've been told that you need to get out and go for a walk and maybe work off some of that, then this is perfect, right?
That would be, yep.
It would be good exercise for the pups and good exercise for you as well.
That's right. They could lower your blood pressure times 2.
Now, that's right. Now that's true, and that's a proven fact. That does help. Now, if these fellows or ladies go together, would you recommend a fenced yard?
Yes, definitely. I think a fenced yard would be great.
Fenced yard, and of course enough room to run and play.
Yeah.
Because they are young, like
That's
you say.
Right.
Yep.
Just enough room to be a dog.
Yeah, enough room to be a dog.
To burn off energy just like we do.
That's right, and dogs will be dogs.
That's right.
Shakespeare said that. Do you know him?
Yep.
Yeah. Ralph Shakespeare, I know him well. Changes tires down the street. But these are great animals here, and they're ready to be adopted. What does it cost to adopt them?
$60.
$60. That's $10 for the
rabies.
For the rabies shot. And $50 fee to
and that includes their spaying also.
Right. And as I mentioned last week, the heartworm test and all that. As I mentioned last week, $60 is an unbelievable price to add a member to your family, and these actually become family members, right?
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
They become family members.
And these two were out at Sweet Frog last week, and they did excellent. They were great with children, great with all the people. The noise, nothing bothered them.
Nothing bothered them. Look at that. That's right.
They were very, very well behaved.
All right. So if you are so inclined, if you want more information, you can call the Animal Adoption and Education Center at 919-731-1439, or just come on by 1600 Clingman Street. And now you're open every Saturday.
We're open every Saturday.
Every single Saturday.
Every Saturday from 10 to 2.
For adoptions only.
Yes.
So if you wanted to come on out here Saturday and take these two pups home with you, give them a nice home, and let them have some fun romping out in the backyard in a fenced-in area, they would make great additions to your family. 919-731-1439, 1600 Clingman Street, the Wayne County Animal Adoption and Education Center. And our thanks to the Wayne County Animal Advocates for helping us with this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gail Durham and Krista Sutter.
Please adopt and save a life.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank Today we are at the Cooperative Extension office here in Goldsboro, at the corner of George and Chestnut Street. We're talking with Director and Chief Agent, Kevin Johnson. Kevin, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I had never been called Chief Agent
Chief
before.
Agent here, yeah.
Well, I don't know what that means.
I
But
don't
hey,
know either, but it sounds good.
that's a title, yeah.
Yeah, maybe you get more money now, you know. That'll help.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chief Johnson's here. All right, look, I wanted to talk to you about, and maybe some people don't know, the importance of sweet potatoes to Wayne County. Yeah, we're
Yes.
actually a market for sweet potatoes. aren't
Yeah,
we?
we're a major player. In fact, let's talk about sweet potatoes in general. They're really only grown in 2 states.
Really?
I mean, there's other states that grow them. I mean, you have gardens, but the 2 big markets are North Carolina and Louisiana.
Really?
Yeah, for the whole country. I mean, yeah, I think Missouri, Mississippi. There's some other ones probably go in South Carolina, Virginia, but the 2 big players, North Carolina and Louisiana.
How about that? I didn't realize that.
And then you only have a few counties in North Carolina, and of course,
why is that now?
It's just the soil types, and generally it's a good loamy soil, sandy loam, a sandy loam, kind of like a tobacco soil.
Okay.
So that's why you'll see sweet potatoes in Wayne, Johnston, Wilson, Sampson, Duplin, yeah. But it's, basically where we grow tobaccos, where we grow sweet potatoes.
Pitt County and Greene County.
Yes,
Maybe.
yeah,
Especially-
absolutely.
especially Greene County.
Especially Greene County. Yeah, there's a large producer over there, and a lot of sweet potatoes are marketed through Greene County. Yeah, Pitt County, and but it's our tobacco soils, and sweet potatoes. It's not at the scale of tobacco, as far as acreage,
Right.
but we still have a significant amount of acres. We probably got 5,000 acres this year, 4,000 to 5,000 acres in Wayne County.
Of nothing but sweet potatoes.
Just sweet potatoes.
4,000 to 5,000 acres.
Yes.
And we are certainly known for our sandy, loamy soil.
Yes, we definitely have those, and that's we've been known for tobacco for 120 years. Yeah, and sweet potatoes. And sweet potatoes is a growing market. It's been a regional. All our lives we've known about sweet potatoes and yams and all those other types of things, but. Now they're starting to market sweet potatoes overseas. You're starting to see sweet potatoes marketed throughout the United States. It's a healthy crop.
And in fact, many times it's been called the healthiest food source you can find.
It's rich in nutrients, and they really started marketing it. And you even are starting to see more sweet potato fries.
Yeah.
Because that's a healthier option than your general French fry.
fries,
Yeah. So so the markets are starting to open up. A lot of them are being moved overseas, so there's more demand for sweet potatoes, and so that's why we're seeing an increase in acres.
So we've grown sweet potatoes here ever since the beginning of time, I suppose, here in Wayne County.
Adam
From
and
the
Eve.
very beginning.
Adam and Eve had some.
Adam and Eve, right here in Wayne County, had a sweet potato farm.
Yeah, they did.
It's the A&E sweet potato farm out on Ellis Island, on Ellis Road. Here
Yeah,
in
exactly.
town,
It's right outside of town.
Right outside of town here, just north.
We have been growing them a long time, and but they're becoming more popular, and they're. I'm not going to say they're easy to grow, but they kind of complement our farmers that grow tobacco. It does require a lot of labor, but tobacco requires a lot of labor.
Yeah.
So it kind of complements those growers.
Now, okay, so and this is a root crop.
Yes.
It is a root crop.
Yes.
As much like the other potatoes are grown in a similar manner.
Similar, very similar. It is very similar. You put them on ridges. You put. Whereas with a Irish potato, you'll plant a seed piece. Mm-hmm. With a sweet potato, you have sweet potato beds. You go out there and you have beds where you basically put sweet potatoes in the ground on ridges and cover them up. And then they sprout. And then you cut the sprouts off. And then you plant those sprouts, those little seed pieces or slips. They're called a lot of different things. But you go, really use a transplanter like you would a tobacco transplanter. And right? You just put the slips or the plants in the ground. And you don't
have to root them or anything. They just they
root on their own.
They
root. Sweet potatoes are very hardy.
Easy to grow and hardy.
Very hardy. Now there are some diseases out there that can be issues, but they're very drought tolerant. They do their own roots. It's an interesting crop to watch.
Well, it sounds like it has everything going for it. It's a lot of nutrients. It's a healthy veg. Is it a vegetable?
Sure.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah, we'll call it a vegetable.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure, it's a vegetable. It's one of those vegetable things. Yeah, why not? but it's got everything. It's hardy.
Very hardy.
It's easy to grow and get started to growing.
It is.
So the sweet potato market here in Wayne County is healthy.
Very, very healthy.
Now,
very healthy.
Do they sell the potatoes here? Where are they sold?
Well, sweet potatoes here in Wayne County, like I say, they do end up overseas. Yeah. They'll end up in our grocery stores. The large markets, retail markets like Walmart and other places like that, food distributors, they'll end up all over the United States.
Now, all right, well, let me ask you about that. Now, when a farmer is raising crops and harvests those crops, there are few food distribution companies that will buy those crops. But now, where are those food distribution companies?
Okay, with sweet potatoes, you have certain producers that market the crop.
Right.
Not all of them market the crop.
Okay.
So you'll have one producer that has his own. He can box. He can bring the product in, grade them, box them, clean them, and he's the one that handles the marketing. So not all the growers do that.
Okay.
There's probably a good dozen growers in eastern North Carolina that handle a lot of the marketing.
Right.
And of course, then they're the ones that can get the markets with our retail, such as Food Line, Walmart, Harris Teeter. But a lot of our growers are contract growers for them, or they're growing them, and then those marketing, we'll call them just marketing growers, they handle the marketing, and they buy them from them, or they have a contract with them.
So there's two ways you can do this. You can go to the grocery stores or to the grocers and find North Carolina sweet potatoes.
Yes.
Or a lot of the sweet potatoes you do find are at our roadside stands.
Yes, and that's like we've got several roadside stands. And they're getting those local. They're getting them right here in Wayne County. We do have a large sweet potato grower located just west of Goldsboro, Howell Farms, Frank Howell and his family. And Frank grows a lot of sweet potatoes, and he also gets a lot of sweet potatoes from other growers, and he packs them, and then he has his own markets and some of his sweet potatoes will end up over in Europe.
Wow.
Yeah, so we do have Wayne County potatoes going all over the world.
All right, we are apparently a major player in the sweet potato market right here in little old Wayne County, eastern North Carolina.
Yeah, we're proud of what happens here in Wayne County.
We're very proud of Wayne County and the agriculture community here. And speaking of agriculture, how's the Maxwell Center coming along?
Maxwell Center is really moving along. Our listeners and viewers can go out there and see that now they're actually starting to put in some curbing, and the parking lot is starting to materialize. They've buried a lot of the pipe out there, and now they've bid out a lot of the rest of the building. Really, they bid it out, so I wouldn't be surprised in the next few weeks to start seeing some concrete poured and some steel going up.
Wow!
So moving along. The Maxwell Center is really moving along.
Kevin Johnson is the super agent here at the chief agent.
Chief agent.
I meant to call you chief agent. Chief agent at the Wayne County Cooperative Extension Service. Kevin, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. We're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for being with us. And a reminder that this program airs every morning, Monday through Friday, beginning at 7 o'clock. It repeats at noon, then it repeats at 5:30 p.m. Word out of Raleigh about a change in your driver's license renewal process. Beginning in the month of September, drivers who want to renew their North Carolina driver's license will no longer be required to retake a test on the identification of road signs. How about that? You know, if you've been driving any length of time, you know what the road signs are. You should anyway. This policy is part of the Governor McCrory's Driving Change Initiative to increase efficiency and improve customer service at driver's licenses offices. But you get the idea. So you're going to have to, when you renew your license, you'll still have to renew your license, but you won't have to renew them with the identification of signs. Now, you pointed out something pertinent the other day, and that is that people can renew their license by internet,
Yes.
online. You can do that. But if you don't, some people like to go in, and you don't have to renew them by looking at the signs or anything like that. That's good. Okay, we've got, let's see, today's the 19th. Now, tomorrow, the Fleet Reserve Association Tar River branch will be meeting at 7 o'clock at the American Legion Post 11 office or building or facility on Highway 117 South in Dudley. Highway 117 South, the Fleet Reserve Association Tar River branch 204, 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. And then Wednesday of this week, Wayne County Veterans and Patriots Coalition will have their meeting beginning at 6 p.m. And that's at, of course, that's right here.
Yes.
Right, no, that's right next door. That'll be right next door. Wayne County Veterans and Patriots Coalition next door at the Veteran Services Office, 2001D East Ash Street. All right? Is that it? That's about it, isn't it?
And that's it.
That's it. We're going to wrap it up, and I thank you very much for watching today. We'll be...
Trivia answer.
Yeah, I know. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's a wrap. We're going to wrap it up now. We'll do this again bright and early tomorrow about 7 o'clock. But first, we've got to give you the answer to today's trivia question. What's the question? Oh, yeah. The question is, since today is, this is Constitution Week, can you name the very first person who put their name on the Constitution? There were 39 signatures. 39 people signed the Constitution. Who was the first one to put his name on the Constitution? And the answer to that question is Papa George himself. Mr. George Washington was the first person to sign. We'll be back in here tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. Have a great day. Until then, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Pat Garner.
And this is Wayne Goldsboro Television.